Hello everyone, this is Summoner87 and today I'm making a top 10 list of Pokemon that should get a Mega Evolution. Please note that this is an opinion based video. If you disagree about my choices in Pokemon that should get an evolution, that's fine by me. Anyway, let's get started. Number 10 is a tank that can transport people to just about anywhere. That's right, the Pokemon for number 10 is Lapras. Lapras is a tank with good defense and special defense, and with the ability Water Absorb, it would be more of a threat to the opposing team that has water attacks and was trying to use it on the other Pokemon, but the other team switched out for Lapras instead. Now with Mega Lapras, it should get a boost of its defense and special defense, a slight increase on its attack, and a slight decrease on its speed. It should remain its water and ice typing, but it should get the ability Drizzle. Since Lapras can learn Thunder, Mega Lapras can use the ability Drizzle and Thunder combo, since Thunder will never miss in the rain, making it an even bigger threat to the opposing team. Number 9. With the Pokemon that can evolve into multiple evolutions, I think its evolution should deserve a Mega Evolution except for one, and I'll get to that in a bit. The Pokemon for number 9 are the Evolutions. The Evolutions are very special and some of them have very good tank powers. Mega Vaporeon would get an increase on its special attack and special defense, keeping it a water type and having the ability Swift Swim, which increases its speed in the rain and make it an underwater speed demon in battle. Mega Flareon will get an increase on defense and special attack, but a slight decrease on its speed. Its ability is going to be similar to Poison Touch, but it will be referred to Flame Touch. It will burn the opponent once Mega Flareon hits the opponent, making it more fired up than ever. Mega Jolteon will be more of a speed demon than ever. It should get an increase on its speed and special attack, remain electric type, and should get the ability Static, which causes the opponent to be paralyzed on contact. Mega Espeon will get an increase on its special defense and attack and speed. It should get the ability I will refer to as Sun Gleam, which will increase its psychic moves during the daytime. Mega Umbreon would get an increase on its special attack, defense, and speed. It should get the ability similar to Mega Espeon's ability, which will be referred to as Moongleam. Moongleam increases Mega Umbreon's dark moves at night. Mega Glaceon should get a slight increase on special attack and special defense, but a slight decrease on attack and defense. Its ability should be Ice Body, which restores HP during a hailstorm. Mega Leafeon would get a slight increase on its speed, defense, and special attack. Its ability should be Effect Spore, which can either paralyze, poison, or make the Pokemon go to sleep if Mega Leafeon was hit physically. Sylveon can't get a Mega Evolution because it was newly introduced in Gen 6. Eevee might not get a Mega Evolution, but it is a possibility since it's a normal type, and I highly doubt that they'll make an evolution that's a normal type. But if Eevee were to Mega Evolve, its stats would increase dramatically. Its special attack and defense would slightly increase, its attack and special defense would go up by a lot, and it should get a moderate increase on its speed. It'll stay a normal type, and it should get the ability Frisk. That way you would know if the opponent is holding an item or not. Phew! Now that number 9 is taken care of, let's go to the next Pokemon. Number 8 is a Pokemon that looks like a torpedo but is a shark. The Pokemon for number 8 is Sharpedo. Sharpedo is a tough Pokemon with the ability Rough Skin. It's got a high attack, decent defense, but I'm pretty sure it can do a little bit better. Mega Sharpedo would get a huge boost on its special attack and speed, but a slight increase on its special defense. It should keep its original typing, which is water and dark, but get the ability Hypercutter, which prevents its attack from being lowered. Number 7. Originally it was going to be Explode, but since the top 10 video I had to make up my mind. So, the Pokemon for number 7 is a Pokemon with flowy arms, and that's Mainshao. Mainshao may look harmless, but its appearances can be deceiving. It's got a high attack power and speed, and its special defense is good too. But its defenses should be changed just a little bit, and that's why I think Mainshao should get a Mega Evolution. Mega Mainshao should get a boost of its defenses and special defenses, but a slight increase on its attack and speed. It should be retyped to Fighting a Fairy, but should get the ability Intimidate, which decreases the opponent's attack at the start of Mega Mainshao's battle. Number 6 is a Pokemon that can dig into the ground and can just about destroy your team if you're not careful. The Pokemon for number 6 is Excadrill. Excadrill is the type of Pokemon that can dig into the ground and destroy your team if you're not careful. It's got a big move pool and yet decent but somewhat good stats. It's got a high attack power but low defense, making it brutal for this Pokemon to be taken down easily by Earthquake while it's underground. Mega Excadrill would have more tank power, and it would be sturdy enough to stay in battle and underground. It should get a big boost of both of its defenses and its special attack, but not its speed. It should remain its steel and ground typing, but get the ability Filter, which reduces down super effective moves by 25%. Alright, we're halfway through the list. Number 5 are two Pokemon that were evolved from the same Pokemon. The Pokemon for number 5 are Gorbis and Huntail. Since Gorbis and Huntail were evolved from Clamperl, they both have different stats. Gorbis has high special attack and high defense, while Huntail has high attack and special attack. Mega Huntail will be more of a seek your teeth and attacker. It will be more of an offensive than defensive Pokemon. With a high boost of attack and slight boost of special attack and speed, this is a Mega Pokemon you would want to watch out on. It should be retyped to Water and Dark and would get the ability Strong Jaw, which gives tremendous power while it uses a biting move like Crunch and Bite. Mega Gorbis would be more of a defensive Mega Pokemon. It would get a boost of its special defense and a slight increase on its attack and speed. It should be retyped to Water and Fairy and get the ability Marble Scale, which increases its defense if it has a status problem. Number 4 are two Pokemon that would fall in love at first sight. The two Pokemon for number 4 are Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Two tanks, but Nidoking has higher attack and special attack and speed than Nidoqueen, while Nidoqueen has a bit higher defenses than Nidoking. No wonder why they always fall in love. Mega Nidoking will be a pretty big powerhouse. It would get an increase on its special attack and speed, but a slight increase on its defenses. It should remain a poison and ground type, but get the ability Mold Breaker, which moves can be used regardless of the opponent's abilities. Mega Nidoqueen would be more of a tank. It should get an increase on its special defense, but a slight increase on its speed and attack. Like Mega Nidoking, Mega Nidoqueen should remain a ground and poison, and should get the ability Mold Breaker. But hey, they're lovers, what would you expect? Number 3 is a Pokemon with a gentle heart but strong willpower. The Pokemon for number 3 is Dragonite. Dragonite's got a good move pool but bulky stats, and with its hidden ability Multiscale, it reduces the damage afflicted to the Pokemon by 50% if it's at maximum HP. With Mega Dragonite, it would get a big increase of all of its stats. Its speed, defense, and special attack would get a moderate boost, and a slight increase on its special defense and attack. Personally, I think that Dragonite should get 2 Mega Evolutions, one for X and one for Y, kinda like Mega Charizard X and Y and Mega Mewtwo X and Y. One would be retyped to Dragon and gets its hidden ability Multiscale, and the other would be Dragon and Fairy and gets the ability Synchronize. Synchronize transfers the status problem like Paralysis, for example, to the opposing Pokemon that attacked Mega Dragonite. Number 2 is a Pokemon that's so fragile it might not go into competitive battles without a Mega Evolution. The Pokemon for number 2 is Frostlass. Frostlass is a Ghost and Ice type Pokemon that has high speed and decent stats with a not so great move pool as it levels up. But with Mega Frostlass it should get a major boost of special defense and special attack and a slight increase to its defense and attack since it's a fragile Pokemon. But if it Mega Evolves, Frostlass won't be so fragile. It should remain a Ghost and Ice type but get the ability Snow Cloak, which raises its evasion during a hailstorm. And finally, number 1. I had a hard time choosing which of these Pokemon for my number 1 choice, but hey, why not go with both? The 2 Pokemon for my number 1 choice are Hydreigon and Haxorus. Haxorus and Hydreigon have good move pools, but Haxorus has high attack power and good speed and decent special attack. But Hydreigon beats Haxorus on special attack and 1 point ahead on speed, believe it or not. Mega Hydreigon will be a sweeper. It should get a massive boost on its attack and special attack, a moderate increase on its speed, but slightly decreases on its defense and special defense, making it an all-out attacker. It should remain a Dragon in Dark, but get the ability Sheer Force. Any moves with the second effect will get a 33% boost, but will lose that second effect. A second effect, for example, will be like Burn or Flinch. Mega Haxorus would have more bulk. It would get a huge boost to his defense, special defense, and attack, and a small increase to his speed. But it would have to sacrifice its special attack to about half to get 35 special attack. It should be retyped to Dragon and Steel, but should get a new ability I will refer to as Dragon Pride. Dragon Pride allows Mega Haxorus Dragon type moves to be raised up to 25%, and it will allow Mega Haxorus to attack Fairy type Pokemon with Dragon type moves. And that, everyone, is my top 10 list for Pokemon that should get a Mega Evolution. What do you think of my choices? Let me know what your choices would be in the comments down below. I was gonna select a few other Pokemon like Milotic, Lantern, and Togekiss, but it was a really hard decision. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy my video. If you guys want my friend code for like Wi-Fi battles, friend safaris, or trades, I might put my friend code in the description box since sadly YouTube got rid of the inboxes, but if you guys have DeviantArt, I'll add my DeviantArt account into the description so that way I'll private message you my friend code, but I'll need yours in return as well. That's all I've got to say. Feel free to give my video a like, and if you want you can subscribe to more videos, even though I don't post videos as often as I like because I can get really busy with real life stuff, so yeah. That's all I've got to say. I'll see you guys later, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.